What's up, everybody? It's Bryce here with Ghost Picks coming at you here October the 28th with a quick Sunday recap and a free play for you on Monday night. Yesterday, another week, another winning week for myself in the NFL. Um, if you hopped on the Sunday Fun Day and got both my plays, it was a 6 unit side and a 5 unit total. 6 unit on the New York Giants plus a 6.5. Covered with a backdoor. It should have been really a cover in hand, I think, but they just kind of a couple things didn't go their way. A couple key points in the game, mainly right before halftime. Either way, backdoored it. We covered plus 6 units. The other play was a 5 unit total on the Tennessee Titans and the Tampa Bay Bucks. We took the under 45 and a half. They scored 50 in the game. For the second quarter and part of the third quarter, the Tennessee Titans just pretty much decided not to cover Mike Evans, and that really pretty much was the deciding factor in that game to go over. That and a couple long pass interference penalties to put both teams inside the red zone. You know, is what it is. Penalties happen. It was a loss. Lost the 5 units. Won the 6 unit play. That makes it 9-1 on the season on my NFL side plays rated 6 units or higher. So if I release a 6 unit play or 7 unit play or a game of the month 8 unit play and it's on a side, you need to hop on it because right now I'm on fire. 9-1 on the season on plays 6 units or higher on the side. Good day for us. I think Jack pushed out something himself later in the afternoon. He had the Houston Texans minus the 5, minus 5.5, depending on what you got it at. That did not cover as the Texans won late in a comeback game and what was a really good game to watch. But they didn't cover. It was 27-24 final. He also pushed out the over in the Astros and Nationals game yesterday. However, I'm not sure what time he pushed that play out. I know Scherzer was a late scratch. So if you got the play as Scherzer, when Scherzer was still scheduled to start and you put it in, that might have been a no bet depending on your book. I know the line changed from it was the total was at 7 when Scherzer was scheduled to pitch, and the line moved up to 8. I think even 8.5, maybe right before the game started. So if you, it could have been a push at worst or a no bet. So you should have been fine right there, but you did drop the 3 unit or the 4 unit play on the Houston Texans. Looking ahead for tonight. DFS yesterday was absolutely monster for me. I had the top 3 scorers in fantasy football yesterday on the content, 4 of the top 5 and 5 of the top 8 players. If you were on my DFS content, you cashed easily. That was like free money yesterday. If you weren't on it, $19.99 for a DFS content that gave you the top 3 fantasy scores, 4 of the top 5 and 5 of the top 8. I really don't know what you guys are waiting for and why you guys aren't jumping on that content. So really nice profitable day for myself yesterday with a 6 unit play and then the DFS, but we did drop the 5 unit. Free play I gave out yesterday was the Arizona Cardinals plus the points. I think I gave it out at plus 12. I personally took it at plus 10.5. I bet on the Super Contest card. That game was a little wacky. Obviously the Saints. If you look at the score sheet, the Saints covered with ease, 31-9. However, in the first half, it was a lot closer than that. It was 10-6. It was 10-6 in the third, and Cliff Kingsbury made a very questionable decision to go for it on his own 29-yard line, and didn't get it. Turned the ball over on downs, pretty much in the red zone for the Saints. They go down and score, and then he decided to not go for it the rest of the game on 4th down in any situation. So it's kind of strange that he went for it, that close to his own red zone on a 4th and 1, and then decided not to go for it at all. Also, a lack of targets for Larry Fitzgerald against a banged up secondary for the Saints, especially against those slot corners. Fitzgerald should have had a much better game than he did yesterday. But I think Kyler Murray is pretty much zoned in on Christian Kirk, and that's just where the ball's going to go for the most part. But, didn't cover. I'll eat it. I'll bite the bullet. A couple questionable calls and questionable game plans on that one. But the Saints, man, what can you say? Those guys came out to play. They are really, really good, and they are my pick to make the Super Bowl in the NFC. So I know they're good. I just took the points yesterday. Your free play for tonight, we're going to roll with the Monday night game between the Steelers and the Dolphins. And this line's sitting at 14. It opened at 16, went up to 16 and a half, and then it dropped down to it's down to 14 right now. The total's sitting at 43 and a half. We're going to take action in the first half on this football game. We're going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers minus the 7.5 in the first half, and we're going to roll with that for the simple reason that since Minkah Fitzpatrick has came over to the Steelers from the Dolphins in that trade, he has really made a significant impact on that defense. And the Pittsburgh Steelers have covered every single first half since he has joined the Steelers. I don't see that trend going array right here tonight. The Dolphins really, they're going to have a hard time moving the football against this defense. They do not have a good matchup on the offensive line, blocking, pass blocking or run blocking, according to Pro Football Focus tonight. This defense is going to get after Fitzpatrick. We all know that he can turn the ball over any given time. Not to mention, Fitzpatrick has a terrible record against the Pittsburgh Steelers. He is 0-6 all time against the Steelers, straight up. And on Monday night, he is a whopping 2-4. He's just not good in this spot, and he's not good against the Steelers. So I will gladly lay the 7.5 points with a team that's covered every first half in the past 5 weeks against a team that's really just not that good. The Dolphins are not that good. The 14 points, that could be a backdoor cover territory. I don't want to touch that, but I will lay the 7.5 in the first half for the Pittsburgh Steelers for your official free play of tonight. Hop on over to the site. We got $99 weeks up right now, I think, for the majority of us. So check that out. If you're not on the DFS content, I really encourage you guys to check it out at least once. It's a great content. You've won all week but one. Yesterday you would have cashed big if you were on the content. So congrats to everybody that was on it. I know I had a nice profitable day with that, and then obviously cashing that 6-unit play was big. So I appreciate everybody that hopped on the DFS content and the Sunday Fun Day. Check us out. I'll be live on Jimmy's page later tonight for the Monday Night Football Showdown. And as always, appreciate everybody that stops by, all the comments, and everybody hopped on the package. As always, good luck, God bless, and grind on.